Welcome to another video with Invest with the Doctor. In this video, of course, I'm going to be talking about Bitcoin reaching $100,000. This is truly a milestone for people who have been investing in Bitcoin. For those who have been believing in Bitcoin, this is actually a milestone. And for those who have invested in Bitcoin in the past 4 or 5 years, which would be sort of majority of the viewers on this channel, they would have noted the price going up from some sort of around 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 US dollars to where it is now at 100,000 US dollars. Now, having said this, I made a video, my first video on the channel. So if you see, this is my channel itself, Invest with the Doctor, and I made my first video. This was 6 months back, and at that time I had the title of the video was "When to Buy Bitcoin, When to Buy," and the price at the time of making the video was you can go back and look at the video itself, was 68,426 US dollars. I was mentioning that this is a good time to accumulate Bitcoin, as it had been from my point of view, in a bull market. So this was when it was 68,426 when I made the video. And if you see here, this is the current price, 101,400 and change, basically, as at the time of me making this video. So basically, what I want to talk about in this video is one, of course, the rise in the price of Bitcoin, which sort of people tend to believe and sort of tend to not believe. But I mean, if you keep accumulating Bitcoin, that's all you need to do to be successful in having a significant gain in Bitcoin. There's a quote that I wanted to mention, and it says, "As Bitcoin reaches 100,000, no coiners ask the most common question of all: is now too late to buy?" Well, if the alternative is holding fiat currency, it's never too late. So do consider this, okay? Do consider this fact. So in fact, if you're holding money in anything else, you're really losing. And to be a winner, you just need to be in Bitcoin, and it's never too late. There's another sort of proverb that I came across, which I think is important, and it's this one here: the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. This is a Chinese proverb. I think it goes well with the philosophy of Bitcoin and understanding Bitcoin. Today, the crypto market, the cryptocurrency market is buzzing with excitement as Bitcoin reaches an all-time high of 100,000, marking a major milestone. The surge comes after a period of consolidation, with Bitcoin breaking through the critical 100,000 resistance. This price jump has helped Bitcoin's market capitalization to surpass 2 trillion for the first time, now sitting at 2.03 trillion. So this is the market cap. A significant catalyst for this price rise came after US Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell compared Bitcoin to gold, further fueling bullish sentiment in the market. Bitcoin's performance is also linked to growing institutional interest, with recent data revealing that Fidelity purchased 17 million worth of Bitcoin ETFs, which is quite a lot. And hence you can see why the price has been rising so significantly. Bitcoin's value is up more than 115% since the start of 2024. 115% since the start of 2024. Amazing. So from just mere $10, it's gone up to $100 in under a year. So if you're looking at the history itself, from $100, it has gone up to $1,000 again in less than a year, and from 1,000 to 10,000 US dollars in 4 years, and from 10,000 to $100,000 in 7 years. So I mean that's quite an achievement. If you know of any other asset that goes up like this, I would be surprised. And with all the investing that I've done over the years, nothing surprises me as the price of Bitcoin and how it goes up with time. And the people who just don't believe and are sitting on the sidelines, I think, are the ones who tend to suffer the most. Its value could go even higher with a surge of momentum once Bitcoin passes the 100,000 marks, which it has. According to a crypto hedge fund manager, when a stock breaks a major round number, it not only hits it, it runs way past it. Ropal Report founder Jim Ropal told Investor Business Daily monthly market, he makes monthly market reports, and this is what he said. Ropal says momentum behind Bitcoin will continue, boosted by press coverage of the cryptocurrency's milestone and the stock market's risk-on mentality. The bullish move in crypto has come at a time when gold has pulled back, with Ropal seeing the traditional safe haven assets losing prominence. Bitcoin is a better gold, and the market agrees, he said. So Bitcoin is a better gold, and the market agrees, he said. Fed Chair Jerome Powell, meanwhile, linked the digital asset to gold while speaking at New York Times Deal Book Summit, which was yesterday. So, having said all of this, there were a few things that I wanted to talk about. I mean, this coverage that I'm talking about, if you see the BBC article from today, they are, they're talking about Bitcoin as well. Okay, so this is something that Bitcoin is covering. So this is 12th of November 2024. So they're talking about the surge in Bitcoin price, which is going to be covered by other news agencies as well. So more and more people are getting to realize that it's a big asset, and it's an asset that needs to be discussed. Let me show you. So this is the company's market cap, and as you can see now, these are sort of companies and so sort of total market cap assets of the world. So of course, at the top is gold. So gold is 17 trillion. That's the market cap for gold. 17 trillion. On the second place is Apple, with a market cap of 3.6 trillion. Then you've got Nvidia, okay, with a market cap of 3.5 trillion. Then you've got Microsoft, okay, with 3.2. And now coming on the seventh place itself is Bitcoin, with a market cap of 2.04 trillion US dollars. This is quite an achievement. So if you see, it's exceeded, as I mentioned in my previous video, it's exceeded the market cap of silver. It's gone above Saudi Aramco, which is a big oil supplier, and it's now on reaching the seventh place as market cap, which is a significant achievement in itself. And this is all because now the institutions and hedge funds are getting into Bitcoin itself. Now I wanted to talk about where we are in the market cycle. There's a person on the internet by the name of Romeo. I hope I've pronounced his name correctly. And the reason I mentioned this person is he made this chart called the Bitcoin rainbow chart, as you see here. And I've used this chart in the past to get a better understanding of where we are in the 4-year cycle itself. So you know, it's got these markers which show the 4-year cycles itself, and it shows the prices of Bitcoin itself. When Bitcoin is in these areas here, that's really a sort of a good time to accumulate Bitcoin. But even if you're not doing it at the bottom, which would be difficult, there are different bands that you can accumulate, and he mentions here what each of these bands mean. If you Google a Bitcoin rainbow chart, you'll come up with this chart, and have an idea where we are in the microcycle. So this is in the current Bitcoin halving, and here we are in the current price of Bitcoin itself. But like I said, if it's reaching these levels where it's red or sort of darker colors, then the Bitcoin is coming to the top of the cycle itself, as in here, as you can see here, and down here as well. Okay, so this is the Bitcoin rainbow chart. He's also made another one, and I'll show you this one here, which is on the same page. And this is what he describes as the new Bitcoin rainbow chart, which he did in 2023. And you can see it shows a dynamic view and of the chart itself, and you can sort of you can zoom in and zoom out to look at. So I'm just zooming out, and you can actually see where the Bitcoin price is currently, and you can have a look as you sort of zoom out to see the historical price, and obviously you can see the halving itself. So the halving, let me get this pen. So the halving is here. It's not working on the page, the pen itself, but the halving is here, as you can see, and another halving here, and right now we're in the yellow area, which is 100,000 Bitcoin area itself. So a little bit of reflection on the Bitcoin and Bitcoin price and where we are currently in the cycle. Now lastly, let me show you the Bitcoin chart. So this is the Bitcoin chart itself, which I've shown a number of times before on this channel. My first price target was 101 US dollars. So if you see any of my prior videos, this is the price target I mentioned that the Bitcoin could go with a cup with the handle. So this is the cup with the handle figure. So cup, and we've got the handle, which I showed, and I mentioned that it's breaking out this area I showed in my previous videos, and I said that it is breaking out of this area, and 101 US dollars would be the price target. And as you see here, currently this is what it's sitting at. It's sitting at 101 US dollars. So if the Bitcoin price stays like this at the end of this week and maybe next week, my price target again for Bitcoin in the coming few weeks and maybe the next month or so would be 121,000 US dollars. No, it might not. I'm thinking that this is the price that it'll go in the coming few weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, but it could take a little bit longer as well. So, but I would be surprised if by March or April of next year, it hasn't reached 121 US dollars. Okay, and if push comes to shove, and the price hasn't gone to 121 US dollars, I'm pretty sure by October of next year, it could quite easily reach 121,000 US dollars. So at the moment it's 101 US dollars, and at least by October it could reach a price of 121, if not earlier. Okay, so this is all I have to say about the price reaching 100,000 US dollars. It's quite remarkable that if you come all the way here. Having said that, I've always mentioned my strategy each time I make the video. And the strategy is quite simple. I allocate a small amount, okay, or an amount that I don't need to use on daily basis, and I buy Bitcoin with it. Okay, you can choose the time that you get your salary. Let's say first of each month you get your salary. Okay, that's the time where you could buy Bitcoin and just keep on buying blindly without looking at the price itself. So whatever sort of amount that you need to keep in your savings, or something that you would not use at once, maybe 50 pounds, 100 pounds, 200 pounds, whatever you're not going to use for that month, and once you get your salary, is something that you should buy Bitcoin in, and just leave it. You leave it for months, leave it for years, and just you'll be able to see the price appreciation, and you would be happy with the accumulation that you've done with time. So instead of buying, selling, coming in and out, the best thing is just accumulate, and that's what I've been doing for the since, well, I would say from my experience, I've been doing this since 2019. There have been times where the price has gone down, and there have been times where the prices have gone up. But generally, if you keep on holding with time, the Bitcoin tends to go up quite significantly in price. From my point of view, I would say still the best way to accumulate Bitcoin is to do it sort of every month. Sort of keep on buying whatever is sort of amount that you have in mind, and it varies from person to person. You could have a small amount, like, I don't know, 5, 10, 15 pounds, dollars, or you could have a bigger amount, like 1,000 pounds or $1,000 every month that you allocate to Bitcoin, and just leave it. So this is money that you will not touch for the next few years, and just see the price appreciation. Bitcoin appreciates in price quite significantly and quite fast, and it is sort of in price appreciation, nothing sort of compares to it. So basically, this is all I had to say about Bitcoin and the price. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be making more videos like this for Bitcoin and stocks, as you have seen. And if you get anything out of it, then I would appreciate if you share this video around as well, for more people to be aware of what's going on. So after having said all of this, I will end this video with congratulations to all the people who have made it so far accumulating Bitcoin. And as always, thanks for watching.